Hello, What Culture? Today we are indeed going to look at Kurt Angle's return at TLC 2017 and we're going to grab it with ferocity and we're going to tear it apart and we're going to have a big argument all for the sake of entertainment on YouTube. So come join me, your boy Miller, as we go on a roller coaster of fun. Right, back to reality. Now obviously with the recent situation, WWE really didn't have much choice. They were surprised by an illness that did take out a lot of their top stars, and given what they did decide to do, we as fans all benefited, and like I've said before, WWE does deserve a lot of credit for that. I mean, we had AJ Styles on a Raw show, we had Kurt Angle coming back, and they even sent Triple H to Chile to fill in for Kevin Owens. That is a lot of goodwill. However, given that now that has all calmed down, I think there is an argument that maybe, just maybe, Kurt Angle shouldn't have been the person to replace Roman Reigns at TLC 2017. Why? Here's why. Straight up, WWE was very smart in how they used Kurt Angle at the pay-per-view. He came out to the Shield music, he was dressed in Shield attire, which means when he does inevitably have another match and he comes out with the Kurt Angle music and the singlet and all the things we remember, it's still going to feel exciting and it's still going to be a big deal. On top of that, they also kept Kurt Angle safe because for the majority of that match, he worked with Kane, and if you want to be safe, you work with Kane. Big, lovely, just awesome, fantastic, wonderful Kane. And that's good because when Angle has his second match and they do go all in with this, we'll still get all excited, that nostalgia gland will blow up and it will be like 11 years ago and we'll forget that we're all getting old and that time is whooping our ass. And that's always a nice thing to forget because time is really whooping our ass. And if it is a singles match against somebody huge, that is gonna rock. And hey, maybe it is The Rock. It's not gonna be The Rock. With all that said, it did feel a bit flat, didn't it? And if we're honest ourselves, it did feel a little bit flat. And of course it was always going to feel a bit flat because there was no build here, and this was very much short-term thinking by WWE because it had to be. I mean, Kurt didn't have a medical until Friday night, and it wasn't until they got the results of that medical, until they went on social media and said, hey, it's happening. Talk about coming down to the wire. This really was, oh my gosh, what are we going to do stuff. They got the news they wanted and they pulled the trigger. That did mean all of this hit a small wall though, because if you're not a fan that frequents places such as this, it just looked like WWE had gone nuts. It looked like WWE had taken Roman Reigns, thrown him in the garbage, although that would be Braun Strowman, but that's a different video for a different time, and they just thrown Kurt Angle in there. I mean, it's nuts in the best possible way, but nuts all the same. A proper story with a proper payoff would have been one of the best moments of 2017, and ultimately, we didn't really achieve anything at TLC, and if Angle is due to wrestle at Survivor Series, and it certainly does feel that way, all of this magic is soon going to feel par for the course, because the more you get something, the more used to it you become. There is another element to all of this though, and I think that one is even more important. I understand the reason why Kurt Angle was brought back. The WWE had promised everyone the Shield return, and when you weren't going to get that, you needed something that felt the same. It had to be like for like, otherwise fans were going to be disappointed, and let's face it, Kurt Angle having his first match back in 11 years is comparable to the Shield reuniting and fighting a load of people. With some smart thinking though, WWE could have used this set of circumstances to try and build a new star, or at least taken someone they want to make a star and put them in this position. I don't mean Jason Jordan. I mean, I'd love it if it was Jason Jordan, but if we're honest with ourselves, Jason Jordan isn't working right now, and besides, if you put Jason Jordan there, who was going to throw lettuce at people at TLC? You've got to have your lettuce throwing, otherwise what kind of wrestling world are we living in? Honestly, what the hell was that? The man threw lettuce! Lettuce! He's not a rabbit! And this is where things do get tough, because who do you put there that the fans will enjoy? Somebody like AJ Styles would have worked, but obviously AJ Styles were put against Finn Balor, and also he's already an established star. But given there is a desperate need to get new faces over and make them big deals, I just think this situation could have been used better. WWE would have never have done this, but given the reputation he has, how good he is in the ring, and how certain hardcore fans feel about him, I wouldn't have minded seeing someone like, I know, but Cassius Ohno being shoved into this void. And I know, the former Chris Hero isn't Kurt Angle. I'm sure a lot of you out there right now are going, who the hell is that guy? And that's fair, but what a spotlight to shine on him. Plus, have you seen him wrestle? Ohno is amazing. There's no way he wouldn't have gone out there and made the most of that opportunity. And hell, why not go the whole hog, and when Roman Reigns comes back, those two have a little mini feud. It doesn't have to go on to very long, and Cassius Ohno doesn't even have to win, but being in that mix and getting the rub from Roman would instantly make him somewhat of a star on Raw. And then look what we've done! Look what we've achieved! And I know I sound like a big nerdy wrestling fan making decisions that would never happen in the real world, but think what you would have got out of this. It would have promoted Ohno, thrown him into the main event scene, and allowed us to actually build properly for Kurt Angle's return. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty good to me. But what do I know? Nothing. Of course, the other issue here is that WWE clearly don't see Ohno in this light, and if they do, man, are they doing a good job in making me think otherwise. Sometimes he doesn't even turn up to NXT, so I doubt he would have been the dude they looked at to go, hey, he can go in the TLC main event. Was never going to happen. There could have been other options though. You could have put Finn Balor in there, and maybe if we had done that, he wouldn't have been jobbed out to Kane 24 hours later on Raw. Brock Lesnar could have fit in. John Cena, he could have made an appearance and been like, hey, I'm back for one night only. Or there's Samoa Joe. Maybe Samoa Joe made his big return. And again, I know heels, faces, but it's 2017 WWE. No one cares about that anymore. Also, did anything in that main event make sense? No, it didn't. It was madness. So I'm not going to stand here and try and make sense of things when WWE themselves don't care about sense. So down with sense, up with nonsense. And of course, I didn't mind seeing Angle back here. It was awesome. And also, he was so happy about all of this, it made me happy. It was infectious to see someone that has come back from so much and live a dream they've had for ages. But I'm never going to criticize that. That's what life's all about. And I was quite inspired by Kurt Angle. He proved you can always turn your life around, and positivity is the key. But there's definitely something to be said that now we've come out the other side, it has made a dent in proceedings. I mean, Kurt Angle right now is an active pro wrestler. We're back there. We're here. That can't change. I tell you what too, we really should have thrown Daniel Bryan in here. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the reaction on social media, on here, in comments with people going crazy? It would have been fantastic. So, what we really need, what we all have to keep our fingers crossed for, is another viral outbreak that just ruins the WWE roster, and maybe then, the man that led the Yes movement can come back. And all that is why I also keep my fingers crossed that one day we will see the return of Repo Man. And let's all go on Twitter and hashtag bring back Repo Man so that the best gimmick ever can return to television. That won't do anything, and that will never happen, but let's do it anyway. And let's always believe. Now don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about Kurt Angle TLC 2017 and the future. Like, share and subscribe. Go and watch some other videos as you're here on What Culture Wrestling. Head on over to whatculture.com, read some articles, follow What Culture on Twitter at What Culture WWE. My name is Simon Miller. I am the keeper, the owner and the ruler of the Y Series. And I'll see you again soon.
I am defiant.
I am defiant. I am defiant.
Defiant. I am defiant.
I am defiant.
I am
The villain.
We are defiant.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe below, and if you're looking for more content like this, then try a few things that are floating about around my ears. Might be fun. I can't promise it though, but it might be.